computer. Hi, Floss Tube.
Hi, Floss Tube.
This is Colleen.
And I'm Cheryl, and you're with Stitching with the Sisterlies.
You're with Stitching with the Sisterlies.
I can't even do it right, just me.
So it is January 30th. Tomorrow's Sarah's birthday, Sarah Melissa's birthday.
Aww.
And she must be like getting close to 30. Yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
And this is Floss Tube 108. It is a channel about cross stitch and other fiber arts, and I got all that out of my mouth.
I'm glad you're awake.
Yes, I'm awake.
If she falls asleep halfway through, it's because of her medication got changed up.
It put me on blood pressure medicine, and then for a couple weeks, or for at least, I've been on it, the end of this week will be 2 weeks, but all I was lethargic, and I just wanted to sleep. I do sleep like a baby, and I'm like, am I depressed? Is there? So I mean, I didn't want to do anything. I forced myself to do what I did, and I did get a lot done, but usually I'm up and running around.
Yeah. When you told me you were going to bed at 6:30 and not getting up till 8:30, I was like, whoa.
36, I went to bed. I got up and I fell asleep. I fall asleep. The older I get, the better sleep I get. And then I'd wake up at 8:30, and if I didn't get up, I would probably sleep till almost 10.
Wow.
Then I would get up, have some coffee and my yogurt and toast, and then I need a nap. And then, it's just weird. I didn't mind it, because I mean, I'm sedentary anyway, which is not good. But when I figured, when they told me I had high blood pressure and need to go on BP medicine, I thought, why didn't they just tell me, like, move around more, get more exercise? And Bob said, probably because they know you, Mom. Thanks, Bob.
Rude, son.
Yes.
That's funny.
Yeah. And I didn't know, although I don't have heart palpitations like I did, so it must be doing some good.
Good, yeah. So I was laying in bed this morning, and I hear this scream outside my window. Oh. And I thought, what in the world? I jumped up and I look outside, and I don't see anything any different. And then while I'm standing there, I hear this scream again. And I'm like, what in the world is going on? And I was just about to call Brenda, and I lifted up my window to listen, thinking maybe I'm hearing it wrong. And especially after what happened with Jim across, because when Jim was screaming for help,
nobody heard it. You and Simona did it.
Yeah, and we heard it, and he had a tractor rolled on him. Yeah. Anyway, I thought, so that's like I'm on high alert. Right. So I go to open up the window, and all of a sudden this peacock flies by.
It was a peacock?
It goes up into our fir tree. And I'm like, what did I just see? And I look up the fir tree, and sure enough, there's a peacock up there, and it's screaming at me and honking. And so then I thought, okay, well, I knew Samuel was getting some new birds. I didn't know that they were going to be peacocks, Samuel, our neighbor. Mm-hmm. And so I asked Ed, and Ed said, yeah, they got the peacocks. And right when
Samuel,
the guy at the end of the street, the kid.
Yeah. Oh, the kid?
Huh?
The kid or the Russians?
They're Russian. Yeah. He's a kid. He's
the one that takes the chickens.
Yeah. So I'm talking to Ed, and he's telling me that it's okay, they're Samuels. And all of a sudden I look out, and Jake's out there, and Jake has the peacock by the tail feathers. No.
Jake.
I go, wait a minute.
Jake Farm.
I yell, and Jake drops the peacock. The peacock goes running off as fast as it can.
How funny. I didn't know they flew in trees.
I didn't either.
Maybe you could start being a useless farm creator, like
Peacock.
Karen with the emu.
The chickens were all huddled. The peacock looked like it was trying to get into the chicken area for food.
Oh,
And
it wouldn't eat the chickens, would it? Or just
well, I don't know. The chickens were definitely hiding from it. They were all in a corner in a pile.
yeah.
I don't know if that's because Jake was,
Well, your chickens are chicken.
Yeah, my chickens are chicken.
I'm so funny.
But I went, good job, Jake. I've never seen Jake chase a bird like that before,
Yeah.
but that one he didn't like. So he went after it.
Well, it's like Lincoln with the rabbit, and spring's coming, so he's gonna. I mean, he walked around.
You're gonna have
he's
treats.
deaf and he's blind, but if
Yeah.
he sees anybody on his trail, his and Bobby's trail, that's his.
Yeah.
He can hear them, he could see them, he's out there.
Yeah.
Looking at them. Or if he sees a rabbit, he can go 1,000 miles an hour. The rest of the time, you know how he is.
That's fast.
Yeah. He can be fast. Anyway. But he's funny now because he's deaf, right? So he can't hear me if I'm walking behind him or something. Then I'll be
startled.
Oh, he gets startled. Like,
yeah.
And I'm like,
Daisy did that.
It's so sad.
Daisy got so startled one time. She startled me. And she was like, I was like, what?
Yeah. It's sad.
It is sad, but that's what we're going to be like when we're really old. We'll be 100.
And they'll talk about us like we aren't in the room. I remember doing this.
They already do.
Yeah, well, that's right. I remember a few Thanksgivings at your house. We were them, and we became our parents or our grandparents. I remember it was weird watching the generational change.
Yeah, that's right.
It used to be we were the ones in charge of everything. We did everything, and then next thing you know, we're like, and you're like, wow.
Yeah. Oh well.
That gives us permission though to relax.
Yeah, exactly.
We taught them.
Wait, Thanksgiving and Christmases now.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, so this is a channel about cross stitch. So do you have any finishes?
I do have one finish. I was working on the Lizzie Cake Coffee Time. And I was doing this one. And I did it on, gotta take my glasses on, put my glasses on. 32 count toasted almond, amber toasted almond. And there it is.
Oh, that's pretty. Why is it I always just see the butt first?
So now I've decided I'm going to do this one. I was only going to do that one and frame it, put it by my coffee pot, but now I'm going to do that one too.
Yeah. Oh, are you going to frame it? You're not going to turn it into a coffee canister?
No, I'm going to frame it and put it on my wall next to my coffee pot.
Yeah.
So that's my finish.
Cool. I have one I'm in the process of finishing. It actually it's a RBG, Ruth Bader Ginsburg stitch, and I'm making it into a drum. So
right.
I had no energy, so that's as far as I've gotten so far.
That's really good though.
That's where we are. So
I've never made a drum.
I made several drums. I enjoy them.
So do you cut a round piece for the top? Or maybe you should do fabric on that.
Oh no, you know who did? Vanna, the Twisted Stitcher. That's where I learned it from. And I think there's some other people that do drums too.
Okay.
Yeah. And then that was your finish. Do you have any whips?
I do have whips. So over the weekend, we had a Zoom event with Acorns and Threads, our local LNS, and it was called Acorn Gatherings. And so one of Fox and Rabbit, Bryn and Karen, were the designers. And this was their design called A Gathering of Acorns.
That's so pretty.
Super cute.
Yes.
Audrey, Stitchy Witch 42, is going to make this into the Addams Family House and make that Wednesday.
Yes, and Audrey tattled on you.
So
My
And
sister, the party crasher.
oh yeah, I'll talk about that.
I'm so embarrassed.
So it's stitched on 36 count hog's bristle linen, which is by
I
Fox.
love hog's bristle.
So that is how far I got.
Oh, look at you go, sister.
So it's actually this way. So it's interesting because if you can see, there's white and the brown in there.
Mm-hmm.
And at first I thought that's different.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't sure I was going to like it, but I saw a couple people's done, and oh my gosh, it just really pops. It's beautiful. It's beautiful with that white.
Yeah.
So that's that one. And I'm also working on, this is one I'm going to frame. It's Country Cottage Needlework Snow Place. And I started with number 3, which was the middle one.
Mm-hmm.
And this, I don't know I don't know the name of the linen. I thought I saved the thing, but
Did
I
that
don't
say there's a show place at home? There's snow place.
No place like home.
Okay.
So I can't see it. Tell me, is it centered?
Up, yeah, up a little higher and to your right. Your other right. There. That
So
is
there
gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
Yeah, I like the fabric. So I was trying to find the little thing before we started and I couldn't find it. Anyway, the next one is Scarlet House, A Perfect World.
Yes, you sent that to me.
And I had started right here on the grass.
Mm-hmm.
And this is stitched on 40 count Newcastle.
Oh, yeah.
Woodland brown.
Oh, wow, Cheryl, you're going along.
So now I've got the last little bit of that green grass, and then I've got to finish. There's a bird that I have to put in here, and then I the next page. So
nice. Then you get to do all that bottom in there.
And then the last one I had was this is a Teresa Kogut, and it was with Patreon. I think she's bringing it out in spring. You could tell me if I'm right or wrong. It's a Simple Life.
Uh-huh.
And is it coming out in spring?
I don't remember. It might be in her spring book.
Yeah, I don't remember either. So I had somehow lost page 3 and 4.
Oh yeah.
I begged Teresa.
I know I even went to her for you.
And
she can't get away with little brat, or did she?
Teresa
Kogut.
She sent it to me.
You are spoiled.
Yeah, I am spoiled. She sent it to me and then I found it. So
I was digging all over the place and sending you all the wrong ones.
So that's how far I've gotten.
And what is this on? Did you say?
This one is on Cedar River linen 40 count overcast.
Nice. Naughty Teresa, but nice.
So those are my whips. No?
Yeah.
Not my whip. Do I have another
whips? Okay. So I have one whip that I was working on, and I've been doing a lot of quilts, which will be on our quilt tube. This is Honest Abe by Twin Peak Primitives. And I wasn't going to do all the flowers and stuff, but that's where I'm at now, is the flowers. So I'll just do the part. So I'm at his little
higher. There we go.
The vase. I'm getting the vase done.
Oh, on the I was gonna call it a unicorn. The Horn of Plenty.
Horn of Plenty. So there's a Horn of Plenty on his side, and then on Mary's side, and then the big vase is on the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
That's my whips.
Wow.
Told you I didn't have nothing.
But you have been a sewing fool with quilts.
Yes. I got a quilt done that I sent off. Well, 2 quilts sent off. Juanita really liked hers. Left me a really good Etsy review.
Was
And then
she
I'm
the
getting
chicken
ready to do
salad?
what?
Was she the chicken salad?
Mhm.
Okay.
And then I got extra fabric in case, somebody else wants another chicken. And then I did a gymnastic one for a friend of mine's daughter.
Uh-huh.
It was supposed to have volleyball in it too, but I could not find, even on Spoonflower, I couldn't find any volleyball jargon.
Oh,
So
oh,
but I found a fluffy, furry blanket, and so I was going to use that for the backing, but
oh yeah.
it wouldn't have worked because it was too small compared to the
You
quilt.
would have had to buy a couple of them.
Oh, and the quilting on that, it was kind of silky, and the quilting on that was just a charm to do. It was just,
Oh, good. That's
yeah.
great.
And then I'm getting ready to do a tutorial on the pecking order.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also finished one of our viewers, Melissa, her first quilt and sent that back to her.
Yeah.
And I'll on our quilt tube, I'll show you the picture she sent me of her doggy loving on it.
Oh, yes, yes.
And then I sold my Halloween quilt to the
Cool.
gal who won the Halloween
Oh,
paper runner. So
yeah.
that was
Good. We'll
so
talk
yeah.
about all that on QuiltTube. Remember, we are
Yes.
separating this.
Yeah.
I only had to include it because I had nothing.
Yeah.
Yesterday Amazon came and I got the big cutting mat.
Yeah.
That's like for 2 yards or whatever. And then also a laptop from James. I couldn't figure out, he goes, you'll be getting a package from Amazon. And James is my oldest son. And I thought, is he sending me another camera? Did he send me a GoPro? I'm trying to think what he could have possibly, did he send me fabric? Does he want me to make him a quilt?
What a nice
I
son.
open it up and I go, you got me a new laptop? Remember the other one though? Whenever I shut it down, it would die.
Well, your laptop was like Fred Flintstone, I think, worked on it.
No, that's my other one. That's the one I had when I was at your house. But James got me one when I moved here. And then that one is the one that for some reason, but there was an update that it wouldn't do that. But anyway,
Yeah.
but it got me.
I have an iPad that won't update anymore. I'm like, oh, I'm going to work it till the very end. That's how I do my cards.
Yeah. So what about Paul?
Well, I do have haul, and I'm going to talk about the acorn stitching thing in just a minute, but I got to show you a couple things that I'm excited about. So I know Fat Quarter Shop sent you some stuff for giveaway. Okay.
Yeah.
So one of them, Hometown, I am so excited to do.
Yeah, that's a Lori Holt one, isn't it?
Oh yeah, but I'm going to change the colors and make it look like my house.
I was going to say it looks like your house, but that after you've painted it since then.
I'm going to make the door blue and the house gray and black.
Yeah.
And so anyway, I'm really excited about that. And then Anna Stitch Roadies had gone to a down to the attic to a sampler symposium.
Mm-hmm.
And at the last minute, I was almost able to go. And then I just couldn't pull it off with having to find some place for Jake, and because Ed was going to be gone the same weekend. But she brought me back a treat.
Uh-huh.
So this is Anne Ogston, 1868. Happy is the man that dieth in the Lord. Dieth?
Wait. Happy is the man that dieth, not doeth, dieth like die.
Yeah.
Dieth. Oh, okay.
So this is Hands Across the Sea sampler.
Uh-huh.
It is pretty one. And then she got the little floss bling that goes
cute. Yes.
with it. So I have that. And then Chris Yo, as the Yo flies. This is her little card. I think it's so cute.
Yes.
She posted some new floss bling and I was like, uh-oh. So I had to go buy some new floss bling. Mm-hmm. So I got that one.
Cute.
Cute. And then I got that one. This is the one that got me. I loved it so much.
Oh, that one's cool.
I know. And then I got, oh, that one's old one. Then I got this one for Halloween.
Halloween.
Oh, and I love this one. It says inspire.
Oh, that is pretty.
I
Yeah.
love it. So I got those. And then, like I said, last Sunday was acorn gatherings. So I'm going to mix, excuse me, some Hall with some Happy Meal.
Yes.
But I
Crash the party.
I didn't mean to
You
buy.
did mean to. Oh.
I didn't mean to buy the Zoom event. I meant to buy the in-person event, and it's literally a click of a button, and I
Mhm.
missed it. So then
And
everybody
there was
was
no room at the end, so you did the Zoom.
yeah. So I did the Zoom, which I loved until lunchtime. And then all of my peeps went shopping and started sending me pictures, Julie, of all of the different fabrics she brought in, the different patterns she had in. And they kept going, look at this one, look at that one. And I was getting more and more FOMO. And then I called up the shop and I said, Helen answered, and I said, I don't know Helen very well. So I said to Helen, is it okay if I come down and buy some fabric? And then Lori goes, yes, come down and go shopping. I'm like, all right, I'll be there.
Lori. So there my sister went.
So I got, this is Atomic Ranch Fabrics Bayou 32 count linen. Look at that.
What is that? What is it? What is it?
What do you
It's
mean?
gotta have a name like pumpernickel.
I just told you, Bayou.
Oh, Bayou.
So isn't that
nice.
cool? So this is like, I don't know if the green is coming through, but there's green in there as well. So anyway, I got that one. And this is the one that I really fell in love with. They kept sending me this picture because I wanted a dark brown to stitch something on. And this is Atomic Ranch Fabric Nutmeg, which is 40 count. This is 40 count.
Oh, nice.
Let's see.
Did you get the pumpkin one?
No, that was all gone.
I wanted to see that.
Look at that. Look at that coloring in there.
Looks like nutmeg.
Yeah.
What are you going to stitch on these?
Well, this brown one, I have an ink. Well, this one I was going to show you. I'm going to change up the some of the colors of it. So this is Elizabeth Bevan. This is Hands Across the Street. This Hands Across the Street.
Not the sea, just the stream.
This one's called Elizabeth Bevan, 1835. So I want to do it on that dark brown fabric because I think it'll make these lighter prim colors really pop.
Yeah.
I still have to change a couple of like this one. So anyway, I'm going to pull the floss and put it next to it and see how that looks. The other one I got there was Ink Circles Clouds over Verlande. I don't even know what that means. So I loved that.
Yeah, the Quaker. Yeah. Do those Quakers have backstitch?
So I actually, nope. These are just all crosses. But I'm thinking of doing them on bigger count fabric and just doing pillows out of these.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really pretty.
Yeah.
So there's that. And then some haul that came in besides the pattern and the floss and that from Fox and Rabbit, Corey of Crafty Corey Stitches. I always want to call her Corey Crafty Stitches, and I knew that was wrong. She made each of us a bag.
Cute.
So I put all my floss in it from. So I love that. And then one of our viewers, super sweet lady, I went in and I whined at her really good. And so
I feel a little like ish with this stuff. Oh, how pretty.
isn't
Oh,
that
that's
beautiful?
gorgeous. Yeah.
And this is actually a real acorn top. She goes on walks and collects them.
See what you could do on a walk. So like when you bake,
And then
describe the scenario. Oh, yes. Describe the scenario for me, please, of begging.
I was sitting there and I said to Anna and Jolynn, "Oh, I love that. Where was that in your bags for here?"
Mhm.
You know, because they were at the in person. And
Yeah.
she said, "No, Kathleen did it." I said, "Wow, that's really cute." And they said, "Oh, she gave them to just, you know, a couple people who said they really liked them."
Uh-huh.
So I asked her where she got these, the
Uh-huh.
acorns. And I said, "They're so cute." And she goes, "Oh, I have one more."
Oh, look at you. Yeah.
I
Oh.
went, "Oh, Kathleen,"
Well, you did the same thing with the other ones we got one time.
from Margaret.
Marilyn. Margaret, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then last but certainly not least, um, my friend Julie. So Audrey Stitchewich at the last Pinwis had her, she loves Addams Family, and she had Thing. Somebody had made her a thing hand
Yeah.
of I think it was a 3D printer.
Mhm.
And
And then
so
she turned it into a pin cushion.
turned it into a pin cushion. We had so much fun. We put it on um Anne from Gloriana, we put it on her head and it was always posing.
Yeah.
So Julie found on oh my gosh, what's the name of the site? Oh, it just left my brain. I knew I should have written it down. It's not Midnight Stitchers. Oh, somebody's yelling at me right now. Anna or Audrey or Julie's yelling at me.
Maybe
Who
they
it
can
is.
put it in the comments.
Yeah, okay, good. But anyway, she
Oh,
found
Cheryl.
these. And
You
so,
probably didn't even have to beg for that, did you?
oh no, she saved it for me.
Oh, how wonderful.
They only had 5 left. So she got one for each of us. And it's a floss, I mean, a needle minder.
Mhm. I'd have nightmares. I would.
Black Hat Society, Black something society.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Black Cat Society. No, Black. I know what you're talking about.
Okay, somebody help. So anyway, so Audrey calls her mini thing.
It is
So
a mini thing, yes.
so that's it. That's my haul and my happy mail.
Cool. I have no haul, no happy mail. Hoping to
God, a laptop.
a laptop and a new mat. I'm hoping soon to have Anne Marie of Texaco. I'll put it in the drop down below to come over and do teach me how to spin and not spin like an exercise or rolling around and yarn, wool or whatever. And so we could do, and then we'll do a tutorial, and then.
And our neighbor just bought a lamb.
Oh, a sheep? Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna buy another one to go with it.
Who? The ones
Samuel.
on the end? Yeah.
Daniel buys all the animals in the area.
Tell him we want his hair, the fur.
I did. I told him.
Yeah. Okay, let's do last 2 weeks ago giveaways.
Yeah, let's do it.
The first one was the Quilted Witch along with the needle minder.
Yep.
And the winner of this, the keyword was witch, and the winner of this is Juanita Stone.
Yay, Juanita.
So Juanita, in the Dropbox will be Colleen's email. If you can email me and I can get that off to you. And then the other was a quilt pattern castle courtyard.
Oh yeah, I love this.
If you see the full quilt, it's cool.
Yeah.
And the book by Lisa Alexander and Susan Aki. Celebrate with Quilts.
Yeah.
And the keyword for that was quilt. And the winner was Kim Mitchell.
Yay, Kim. Wow.
Send me your address. Yeah,
That's
it'll
a great
probably be a
one.
couple of weeks before I get those out, but at least I'll have your addresses. I think I have Juanita's. I think she's the one who ordered the Cluck Cluck quilt.
Oh, the chicken?
Yeah, let me go. Okay, so this week's giveaways for Floss Tube is Being My Bonnet Stitch Card Set X, S, not X, S. I'm trying to hurry you along. XYZ Lori. These are by Lori Holt.
Super cute.
So if you want this, say
Snow?
snow.
Because there's written snow on it.
Yes. And here's another Lori Holt one. These are all sent to us by Fat Quarter Shop. And thank you so much, Fat Quarter Shop and Kimberly, for these giveaways. Here is the last of the Chicken Club.
Henrietta.
Henrietta. And so if you would like this, say
Last.
last, L-A-S-T. I stitched all 12 of these.
Yep. You
Yep.
sure did.
And then
You're probably sick of chickens.
I threw them in my sleep. They're kind of fun though, because the quilt one, because they take on their own character. Depends how you put the eyes in and their feet, you know.
So I was telling Ed, I said it's so sad because Colleen made a flower Granny's garden quilt for my sister-in-law Crystal, and she got sick shortly after she got it and passed away. And
I made her two.
One she gave to her friend.
Mhm.
So I was telling him last night how sad it is that I know Earl has this beautiful quilt that you worked tirelessly on to get to her, and it's in a special box under his bed.
Yes.
And I said it's supposed to be loved and used. And Ed and I explained to him how applique works and how much time it takes. He called Earl right up and said, Earl, you need to get that quilt out and either give it to us or use it.
That's my
like, whoa.
dad saw that when I was working on it, because he'd come flying through when it was on them. Another, I hope he gives it to you. Anyway, this one is another Lori Holt one, and this is the one Cheryl showed earlier, and it's the Hometown Neighborhood, the Tea House.
So cute. So darn cute.
And so if you'd like this, say
house.
And then the last one for Floss Tube is by It's So Emma, Fat Quarter Shop. Emma is Kimberly's daughter, who is starting to quilt now.
Nice.
And this is Love Mini Simply Signs.
Oh yeah, I like this one. Yep.
And if you want this, say
signs.
Signs, S-I-G-N-S. So
and Colleen gets an A+ for her spelling bee this week.
Yes. I can spell, I just talk odd. So, and that's all I have. That's it.
You're happy we're done?
Happy. I'll have to watch it back, but I think I got through with that.
Stayed awake.
Yeah, I stayed awake, and I think I got through without tripping over myself, my words, how I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I
did want to ask you though, so you went there to shop, and the only thing you got other than what was given to you was 2 pieces of fabric?
And the patterns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I forget to listen sometimes.
It's nothing I would ever, you shouldn't just bomb into a conference, No,
you
I
should
just knew it was the last hour. And I really wanted this fabric because
And,
they
and
made it.
Anna or nobody else could have got it for you, or you couldn't have
Well,
called.
I was asking her to, but they
Credit
were
card
taking
number?
so long. I was afraid that they were gonna sell it and I wouldn't get it.
So when you called, couldn't you have said, I would like the nutmeg and here's my credit card number?
Sure, but it wouldn't have been near as fun.
Oh, and then didn't you go to another party afterwards?
I did
Little party girl.
an hour after I got home. I know. So Monday I was like, I don't want to talk to anybody. And then Anna calls up and says, do you want to come stitch?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
you pinged me or called me and said, oh, we texted. You said, I said, you must be exhausted because
Yeah.
you left the house. Well, I mean, Cheryl leaves the house. That came
Yeah.
out. But you interacted with people. So I figured
Yeah.
she would be exhausted. And she goes,
And I was.
I'm so exhausted. I'm going over to Anna's to stitch.
She made me lunch. She bribed me with lunch. So it was like,
What'd she make you?
she made me pho. So a soup with, it was really good.
I know what pho is, yeah.
Yeah, vegetables and tofu, and it was really good.
Yeah, fun.
So I only got to stay a couple hours though, because so what I was also getting ready to say is older sister sent me 4 boxes of quilting and sewing stuff that she had for decades.
Yeah.
So I'm going to wait and do a little sit with Cheryl stitch. I don't know what we're going to
do a quilt tube, yeah.
And unbox it and show everybody what's in it. And
I wonder if any of it's mom's.
yeah, she said one thing she said is, I'm sending you some really old buttons if you want buttons. I'm like, yeah, I want old buttons.
Yeah, and maybe you might share one or two.
With who?
Your other sister, the middle one. The one that annoys you both.
Of course I would. I have a pile of stuff already for you. She sent me her sewing machine with all sorts of stuff with it. So, and I'm going to sell her machine for her.
The Bernina?
Yeah, I'm not going to keep it. I just can't afford it after we had to get our heater fixed, and I can't afford to buy it from them. So,
I'm so confused. I thought you already bought it and they sent it to you.
I was going to buy it. Yes. I told him, yes, I was going to buy it. And then I reneged on my deal and told him I decided, no, I'm not.
Okay. So, but you got it fixed because they dropped it.
Right. Yep. Got it fixed.
Throw these things at me that I know nothing about, and I'm locked. That's a $20,000 machine.
I know. I know. So I wish I could afford it.
But the one you have does the exact same thing that the 880 does. The only difference is the bigger hoop, and you won't like the bobbin system on the 880 anyway. Right. I do.
So I mean, I would have liked it because what I would like to do is Ed's supposedly our plan for this year is to fix the upper barn. And I would like to.
You were moving. See, here we go.
I know.
Less than 30 minutes.
Well, no, I didn't say I was moving. I said we're going to look.
Okay.
So, because I don't really want to move. But then I also understand Ed doesn't want to take care of the property. So, there's that.
But 5 acres is easier to take care of than.
Yeah, because it's all treed. It's almost less work, the more property.
Ed will be out there in the trees.
Yeah. Yeah. He's wanted to move, how long.
Yeah.
But I'm the one who does not want to go. I like my neighbors. I like where we are.
Yeah.
So,
well, it's good you're going to sell her machine then, because really all you would have is 2 Cadillac sewing machines for not.
Yeah. I know. One would just be sitting. I mean, like I said, what I would like to do is teach some classes. And so to have a machine a good one that I knew I could demonstrate on and not mine would have been really nice.
Yeah.
But anyway, it is what it is.
Yeah.
If I get a windfall, then I'll just keep it and pay them.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, right. And then Aaron got it all fixed, got the parts.
Oh yeah, it was nothing. It was just the screen that was broken.
Mhm.
The inside got moved when FedEx dropped it on or hit it, whatever they did.
Yeah.
But he said that was an easy fix. It was just the case got jammed and he had to just
Yeah.
realign it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Last time I knew he was fixing it and you were here when
Yeah.
he had called and you guys were going
Yeah, and
over
that's
it.
when I had decided I was buying it.
Yeah.
And then we got the bill for our heater.
Yeah, that's right. The water heater, didn't it?
No, the heater.
And then under the sink.
Well, yes, the pipes. We've had
Yeah.
like 5 or 6 pipes break.
Yeah.
So it's just been a costly winter. So
And
that's
Ed
not,
wants to do both.
yeah. Yeah. Well, we're selling the RV because we're not using it. So he's going to use that money for the boat.
Yeah.
So,
Huh.
so
How's my dough bowl going? Is he working on that?
he's been climbing trees.
Well, he should find some wood up there because you know the story you told him about me working on that applique quilt for Crystal and how he called up Earl?
Yeah. You want me to give you my Dobo?
No, no.
I would.
I know you would, but no.
He
No.
could make me another one. He's here to whine at for me. He's not
here to
there for me
whine.
to whine at.
You whined a long time, sister, because we've been after Ed. I mean, the girls got one. Sarah and Asia got one before we did.
They all
You did
have
get
one.
you did get you got something from him once.
Mm-mm.
I thought you did. I remember the doubles, the last Christmas I was at there. They got
Yeah,
the
no,
double.
I didn't get anything.
I thought you got like a plate, a wooden. I thought you got something. I don't remember.
I mean, I got a candle holder one time from him, but that's what he bought. He
Yeah.
bought it. He didn't make
He's
it.
really, really good at his woodwork.
He is.
Yeah.
Well, and that's another thing. He said, if we move, then you can help me organize my shop. Like
we know better than that.
he
You've done
thought that was
once.
like dangling something in front of me.
Yeah, except for you've done that once.
Oh yeah, no.
I remember doing Mark's.
And he wouldn't let me.
Yeah, no.
Funny.
Well, I can't think of anything else.
Nope.
So
me
we're
neither.
done. Yeah.
I'm
I'll be
back
doing,
cutting out patterns for Judy Niemeyer's quilt, but
yes.
I'll show that.
Yeah. And then I have a few more days. I mean, I still have energy. I should probably do my tutorial now, but I'm gonna get that up and then that's it. Then maybe stitch some more.
There you go.
I got all my orders done and you know, I'm all done. So
there you go. Good.
Yeah. All right. So you have a good rest of the week and I love you and see you guys later.
All right. I love you too. Bye.
Bye.